Right, today we're going to be talking about the Higher Pathways Committee and what that entails. So I'll go ahead and just get right started with the introduction for myself. For those of you who are new partners, welcome. Thank you for considering this committee. My name is Sandy Paco. I am Inupiaq. Was born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska. I'm now working from home in Oregon, and I am the College Readiness Program Administrator of the College Readiness Department. Also on my team are Jenna Gray. She is our College Readiness Associate that you will be hearing from as this project really kickstarts. And also we have Erin Redshirt, who is our College Access and Success Program Assistant. Just to start with a description of what this committee is and what our goals are. The mission and vision is to bring together a committee of people consisting of Higher Pathways partner school staff, as well as TCUs and other educational organizations that will serve as lead partners of the Higher Pathways program. And the goal is for you to come together to help this department with the following things. Building knowledge of Indigenous supports to reflect and share out the program to the other partners. Analyzing and evaluating Higher Pathways program impacts upon students, families, partner staff via review of the program data that we'll be sharing with you, including surveys, FAFSA completion numbers, full circle scholarship trends, anything that we can share with you that would give you a chance to reflect on how our program is doing and the impacts that you all have had on Native communities in your areas and what you can share with our partners across the organization, across the whole program about what is being done for our students. We'd like to then shift into creating and leading professional development opportunities and resources for the program partners to support students' success in the following areas: FAFSA completion, full circle scholarship applications, raising awareness of tribal colleges and universities, dual enrollment, Native student supports, and college readiness programming. And then we'd like to see our committee here develop some professional tracks at the annual summer conference. And then I also have scheduled that our goal would be to create at least one professional development for the partners in the fall of next year and one professional development in the spring as well. So this committee is supposed to go for about 12 months from April, or if it takes May for us to get started, that's okay too. Then we'll go May to May between this year and next year. For compensation, you have a couple of options, and we are offering these options because we know that in your various locations, you might have to be working with expectations of your school. So we are willing to flex with you. We can provide the $3,000 stipend to you directly to your bank account. If you choose to receive compensation that way, we do want to let you know that there will be, I think there's a 1099 that comes into play at tax season. So you will be tax liable for that. If that's not something that you're interested in, we can also offer payment to the schools. I know we have a couple of BIE schools that are on board, and one of our BIE schools had asked, "Hey, I'm not supposed to be compensated during like my work hours. I'm really interested in being this committee. What can I do?" In that case, I offered that member, if it makes more sense, we could offer a grant to your school instead of you directly, and you can be in charge of however you want to use that. And that member let me know, like, that's probably the best way they're going to go for their situation. So compensation will be able to work with you to determine what works best for your school needs and your hours, and whatever your contract policy might be. the outcomes of this committee, we hope to achieve include sharing what we've learned by looking at the data together at summer conference. Summer conference is June 13th through 16th. If not everybody's able to attend, that's totally fine. I would just like for us to be able to take some time to build materials that would support professional development for our other higher pathways cohort schools that might be attending that. And I can actually give you the breakdown of what the schedule looks like on the next page here. But that's one of the upcoming outcomes. Another would be to produce a report evaluating kind of the impact and learnings that we've learned in the trends that we're seeing among our Native students through this program by the end of the 12 months of this committee. And then finally, we'd like to have this committee help lead professional development sessions for the higher pathways cohort, with a goal of being one in the fall of next year and then one in the spring. So here's this schedule that I was talking to you about for summer conference. Like I said, it goes June 13th, which is Tuesday, through Thursday, June 15th. It is 10 Mountain Time to about 2:30 Mountain Time, and there's just one area I think that we would really need help with, and that's the workshop breakout sessions. So you would want to consider the possibility of being there for 11:15 to 11:55. So we would be offering a professional development about learnings that we're seeing from the program each day for those. And then 12:45 to 1:25 is the second session. I don't believe we have a PD session on Thursday, June 15th, but I need to check with my boss on that. So I think it would be probably the June 13th and 14th days, but I'll ask on the June 15th. Like we said, if not everybody's able to attend, we understand some of you are doing summer programming. That's fine. We would just like to see as much of the committee as possible to help lead this event and just help us decide what we want to even provide professional development on for the rest of the cohort. What's working for you? What are issues and challenges and barriers that you've had to face, and how have you faced them? So those are things that we can address at the summer conference professional development. So the members for this committee will consist of 6 to 8 higher pathways school staff, 1 to 2 tribal college representatives, and 1 to 2 tribal or educational organization partners. I've selected a diverse array of candidates from various schools and organizations in the Higher Pathways program that just really stood out to me. Just looking at the partnership that you've had with the College Fund over the past several years, and what's been working for you as far as FAFSA completion or attending our webinars, events, and having the watch parties with the scholarships, and looking at what you're doing with FAFSA. There was a variety of considerations that I took into thought as I was building this committee here. So you can see that partners come from a wide variety of areas. We have Montana, Arizona, South Dakota, Oklahoma represented. Oh, we do have, most of the spaces filled out. So the goal is to have 10 committee members altogether, but we do have 1 space open so far for a tribal college. And I wanted to leave that space open in case any of you have a existing partnership with a tribal college. If you wanted to suggest one that you think would be really great, then we can onboard them at a later time. And then just to kind of wrap things up, we did want to check in with you, see what questions you had. We wanted to check in with everybody here today and see what type of compensation you were interested in. If you wanted to be compensated personally, or if you wanted us to send payment to your school. I know Jenna will be wanting to know if we need to set up EFT, if you prefer EFT or check, and then see what works for your schedules and meetings. I know somebody just messaged me in the chat and said that they wouldn't be available for summer conference. That's totally fine. And then just kind of go over the next steps for getting started with this, including all of the files that we'll send you. We'll send you a contract if you're interested. If you choose EFT or check, we'll work those details out with you. And then a W-9 if you're getting paid personally. But I wanted to stop here and see who has questions, or what might you be wondering about, or what would you like to share?
Sandy, is there a possibility to do a split on the payment? Because for the times that we're meeting during school hours, obviously I can't get paid for that, but the typical work sessions or prep, those I would definitely, just because my job is super busy, I would be doing those on evenings or weekends. So I don't know if you guys want to do that, but I would be interested in both because I would like to see something come back to the school.
Yes, we would be more than happy to split payment for you. So we could determine how much of you wanted to be split to the school and how much to yourself.
Well, I think if we just go off of the formula that you have, it looks like roughly 2 hours are meeting times during the day and 3.
3 hours of prep time.
Yeah, so a 2/5 of that 3,000 is probably payment to the person, and 3/5 would be or 2/5 would be payment to the school and 3/5 payment to the person. I guess if that's how you believe the work would be. I mean, I really don't know into the future, but just based on how you have it scheduled.
Yeah, we can work that out with you.
Okay.
2/5 of the payment to your school, and then 3/5 for you for your own prep time.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes, we can do that. Any other questions?
Andy, are you able to hear me on my mic?
I can hear you now, yes.
Oh, okay. I had it on the wrong. I have 2 monitors set up and I'm confusing myself. I was going to say that we have a really good partnership with SBC. And their, what is her title? Their academic coordinator, kind of, or Cody Murphy. I think she'd be a really great fit for this. If you were looking for some type of TCU assistance. Other than that, that was the only question I had. I'm excited.
That's exciting. I actually know Cody. She's at Sitting Bull, right?
Yep.
I met her when I traveled down, and she's really great. I think that she would be an excellent addition. I will ask her if she's interested. Thank you so much for the recommendation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Any other questions or thoughts people have?
Hi, Cindy, it's Lucretia. I think I would be more interested in splitting the pay as well, because,
Okay.
of course, I can't get paid during my work time.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other thing I thought was maybe after work, which is going to be about 4:30 for me.
Okay.
But I think the best option for me too is the split.
Okay. I will write down that you're interested in split pay as well. And
Sandy, is there any other option so that the meetings don't have to be during their working time?
It can be whenever works best for this group. So if we decide together that we wanted to do meetings after, then we can flex with you, before, after school. if we even wanted to do it on a weekend, I would be willing to take that on. I would not volunteer you, Jenna, for working on a weekend, but I could flex time, and I would be comfortable with that if this group was more interested in that. So it really depends on what everybody's needs here and how you're feeling as far as time commitments. Does anybody have any thoughts or ideas on meeting either in the evenings, early mornings, or weekends?
I think, Sandy, for me, it would probably be best during the week after work.
During week, okay. Lucretia, I'm writing this down so I have it.
Okay.
During week after work, and it was 4:30 your time.
Yes.
So this might be a good time to talk about schedules and what you would be interested in doing. Kaylee or Melanie, what schedules would work best for you guys?
Yeah, if that option is on the table, I would prefer to meet outside of work hours. I usually stay a little bit later anyway at my office and just kind of decompress for the day and just organize myself for the next day. So yeah, that I would be more open to that. And my work schedule, I'm on Mountain Time. Well, I think most of us are, except maybe Sandy.
It's okay.
Is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I work from 8 to 4, and Wednesday I work till 5, and Friday I work till 3. So probably ideally overall maybe is, and sometimes I have meetings after school, so 5 o'clock, I think on any of those days would probably be the best time.
Okay.
And Sandy, I would not prefer Friday, so Monday through Thursday. If we had to go 5, I guess I'm okay. I'm done with work at 4:30,
Okay.
but it's only a couple of hours a week or throughout the month.
It would just be like once a month that we would probably meet. Unless
Okay.
you guys wanted to split the time, and let's say we met, like had a short meeting for like an hour, and then you wanted to meet another time in the month. I think probably once a month is going to be best for most people when we have so many schedules to consider. So I'm flexible in whatever makes the most sense for everybody. Lucretia, what time are you in? What time zone? I can't remember.
Mountain Standard.
Okay. And then Kaylee, what about you?
I'm in Central, but I'm pretty flexible too. I can pretty much make anything work.
Okay. Would you be okay if we met in that later time, so like that 4:30 or 5 on a weekday?
Yeah, that's fine. During the school year, I work until 5:30 Central, so that's 4:30 your time, because I do after school. But other than that, and it's just on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So other than that, I'm free in the evening.
You said you work on Tuesdays and Wednesdays?
Yeah, until 5:30 Central.
Okay, and Wednesdays. All right, I have those notes down, and then we have some group members who were not able to make it today. I am going to reach out to them and ask them of what their time availability looks like as well, and see if we can find an agreement. Potentially what could happen is if we have the other schedules like really far out, like there's no matching, we could potentially have people meet in one group and then another group meet on another time if they have a different time scheduling that works for them, and then every now and then just try to get together. Or if there's a month where things are really crazy and you're not able to make it, we can record the sessions. So we'll flex with everybody as needed.
Yeah. I think another thing to consider is summer summer break. Cause I know I do summer school up till like June, almost the end of June, then I get a little break, then school starts again. So summer hours are a little different for summer school, and I can probably let you know the hours. It's usually is like Monday through Thursday, like maybe 5 hours for us a
Okay,
day. So the time could change.
that's a good point, Lucretia. So when I almost need to resend out, I know I had sent out a poll to find out what people's hours are, but maybe I need to include a question on what do summer hours look like? Right. Any other thoughts or questions? Nope. Okay. Well, just to wrap up, I did want to check and find out who needs EFT or check. I kind of started looking at that because we have some EFTs from some of the group, but not everybody. I think I marked it in here. Martina's not here. Let's see. Kaylee, your school needed. Oh, I guess we need to go through what if you wanted compensation, Kaylee. Did you want payment to go to you or to your school or split, depending on?
Yeah, keep going straight and you make the left up ahead.
Were you able to hear me?
No, can you say it again?
Oh. To me is fine, and I can do EFT. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Right, to you and EFT. So we'll be sending you an EFT form. And then we'll collect a W-9 as well. Since everybody here wants to have at least some, if not all of the payment to go to you, like if we can get everybody after school, then we can do payments to all of you unless you feel really strongly about having that go to your school. So I'll try to find out what my next steps are to find out what everybody else's schedule is that's not here, so we can come to an agreement. And then once we know exactly what's going to work for the group, then we can decide if you want to be compensated completely to you, or if you do need or want some of that to go to your school. And then we'll reach out to you with EFT details, or if you would prefer check, we can also work with you there. I think that's all I have then. So unless anybody has any last minute questions, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll go ahead and stop sharing here. I'll make sure to save a copy of this recording and share it out to everybody who was not able to make it today.